Hello, everyone. My name is Magdala Ramirez, and I come from the Maya Mexica tradition. I'm very happy to be with you today. Today, we're going to be talking about that divine feminine and this other aspect of the feminine that it has been in the system for a very, very long time. We are right now in our Aztec calendar in the wave of the Malinali, means 13 days where there is a lot of confusion, there is a lot of mistrust, and this is when we need to put attention in who we are and put attention to that beautiful divine feminine, the daughter of the Great Mother. There is in all the traditions this aspect of the feminine that she can be very tricky. It is an aspect that it is being awakened in the system because she is about the system, about the patriarchal system. It is this aspect of the feminine that she always wants to please the men and please the system, and she's very chauvinistic. And she's very much against that divine feminine, that beautiful divine feminine, the daughter of the Great Mother, that it is able to recognize the multidimensionality. Why she's against? Because she cannot go to higher dimensions. She can only stay in the third dimensional reality. That aspect that creates all this confusion, it is that part of the feminine that wants to copy every single thing about the divine feminine. She wants to have whatever you have. She wants to take whatever you have. She wants to take your husband, your boyfriend. She wants to think, well, it has to do with the world of the form only. How do I look is more important than who I am. It is that aspect that it has created a big distortion of the feminine. And it was many traditions talking about this because the only one that can heal her is the Great Mother. Yet she is not bounded by the Great Mother. She's not looking for the Great Mother for that healing. She actually don't like the Great Mother because of the same reason. You see, we have, for example, in our tradition, the Koyoshowski. Her story was about fighting against the Cuautlicue. Cuautlicue is the Great Mother. And she was fighting and unite everyone to go against Cuautlicue, the Great Mother, when she was pregnant with Huitzilopochtli, which is the divine masculine. And the story goes that Huitzilopochtli, born as a grown-up man, and destroy the Koyoshowski. And that was very, very important because it was the time when that divine masculine was able to recognize that dark feminine about that. The story is very, very important. You can find the whole story in my website, or you can find it also in Facebook. I think we have that too. And that story is just way too important to comprehend because these two forces are inside of you. And there are those forces also inside of the masculine because every single power or decision that human being does, it is very emotional. And that emotion, it is contained that Koyoshowski and that divine feminine working at the same time. So it is a battle within your own self. You see, the Koyoshowski, it is that place where you feel low self-esteem, thinking that you're not beautiful enough, intelligent enough, bright enough, something that it will keep you bonded into that third dimensional reality, something that it keeps you perpetuating that patriarchal system. And thinking too, that energy will think that you don't have any spiritual sisters. And this is the time where we do build that spiritual sisterhood, and it is very, very beautiful to see that unity of women without any competition. Women understanding that each one of you have that original vibration, which is a gift that you put in the table for the highest good of everyone. And every single gift, it is important for the whole. That beautiful purpose in life that you have, that original vibration that you have, it is right there for the highest good of everyone. This is the mentality and the purpose and the way of that divine feminine. It was never about competition. It was never to put women against women. That respect and honor to the divine feminine, it is imperative at this time. That other side of it, the Koyolszewski side of it, it feels that competition over and over again. She thinks that by competition is gonna just make her feel better about herself, and it's not going to happen. That is gonna just keep on perpetuating that patriarchal system. You know, this kind of dynamics of the feminine, men have no idea what is really cooking because every single thing it is in the hidden. Everything it is really in the hidden. So how does it works for the masculine to realize this? Well, the masculine learn their feminine ways through their mothers. Their mothers didn't know a bunch of stuff about how is it going with that divine feminine. The mothers didn't know anything about this. They were in pain and suffering because they couldn't see their own divinity. They thought that that's how the things were. And that's how the men learned how to relate with the feminine. It was through their mothers. Healing the wounded mother inside of yourself, as men and as women, it is imperative at this time to be able to see your mother as a human being. She didn't know what is going on right now and what these beautiful teachings are very much accessible for everyone in the world now. The Great Mother is really talking to everyone in all the cultures. People are beginning to comprehend the incredible power that you have as the feminine, in that there is no need for competition or to steal the energy from another woman and pretending to be you, the typical aspect of the Koyolszewski. There is no need to fight. It is the time to bring that sisterhood together. There is no such a thing of the ways of the feminine without the sisterhood. So the sisterhood is just way too important to comprehend. Women supporting women. Women learning from women. It is not the time to learn from the men. Actually, the men needs to be learning from the feminine. That they have been doing this. The women are the teachers of love. So it is the time for the men to realize their own heart and touch base with their hearts, and the best teachers for them, it is the feminine. They couldn't realize what was going on with the feminine when the feminine in the system, it was trained to give your power away over and over again to the masculine. That was the programming that it was, and it still is. You can see it in the TV, you can see it in the schools. You think that that's how the things are, and it is not. They will say, well, boys will be boys. They have an excuse to harass sexually. They have an excuse, and there is no excuse to do this. And it is very powerful to see how all so many movements now are bringing forward, this is what happens to me. And it is very beautiful to understand it, that you're not a victim, that you can do something about it. And what you can do something about it is don't give your power away. Use your power for your own enlightenment and to create a beautiful sisterhood around you. It is a mirror. Everything starts with a mirror. In ceremonies, there is so many women coming from so many places everywhere in the world, so many backgrounds, ages, languages, that you can see how it is beautiful to bring everybody together with one common love, finding that purity of love where you are able to relate with all the women through love, understanding that whatever it is happening to you, it is also happening to me. It's a mirror that instead of women fighting, you can understand that mirror and heal whatever needs to be healed to bring that unity, understanding that unity can never be imposed, understanding that unity comes truly from the heart if it is genuine. And that love that you are, it really creates an incredible force when you get women together, praying and doing ceremony, helping each other, healing each other, because the great mother, it is inside of everyone. The teachings of the feminine needs to be done by women because of the same reason. Otherwise, it will be interference. Women that they have their moon time and deal with the moon time in a very beautiful way, embracing their own femininity. The system taught the women that moon time was something that women needed to hide, that they feel ashamed about something instead of celebrating this. It is our own nature. And yes, we are not in the same mood every day because we follow the moon. Moon is full, we have no moon, we have crescent moon. We do follow the moon. And this is our nature, and this is the nature of the whole human being, not just women. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes, everything readapts. It is in a spiral, not a circle that goes round and round, but it is in a spiral. You're not in the same place. Recognizing that the only one that can heal you is the Great Mother, it is very important at this time. And creating that sisterhood, that is what the Mother has been saying for a very, very long time. Healing those parts that it was imposed on you by that patriarchal system. Healing, it is very important because that is also what is going to heal the masculine. The masculine needs all this healing. And that healing is going to come from that divine feminine. Recognizing that the biggest lesson, it is the lesson of love. Tapping into that recognition that you are love with many, many directions, different ways of expressing love. For the masculine, they need to learn now from that divine feminine, because that is what is going to heal. That is what it is happening right now in a very, very powerful way. The men needs to comprehend how to relate with the divine feminine, which it has been very hard for them because in the system they can only relate with that distorted feminine, the one that gives the power away, the one that manipulates them. So the masculine has been always looking forward, the best manipulation. And that is not in the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The situation in here is, can you not manipulate the men, but observe and reflect that divine feminine that it is in them too? That beautiful teacher of love, that it is healing the mothers, that it is healing the mothers of these men, that it is healing your mother. That relation that it is able to breach the teachings of the Great Mother inside of you and all around you. It is a time where you make this work, the work of the sisterhood, to hold it together, the work of the sisterhood, healing each other and supporting each other, being sure that everything it is bonded into one in a good way, without you imposing to another, but recognizing that divine feminine inside of you, that it is going to help you to see that multidimensionality that you are. I want you to check on the story of the Koyorowski and what happened to her. I want you to check on the story of the Malinali and what it is that aspect of the feminine. What it is also in many other tribes. You know, there is this ancient codex that it is called the Hypothesis of the Archons, and you can find it in the Nahamadi, that is talk that it is talking about how it got that infection and how that divine feminine hide that original DNA, that divinity in the human being, and right now how she's bringing it forward, not hiding it anymore. I want you to observe this beautiful divine feminine in you as a man and as a woman, that she is the one that it is leading the way. We are starting a new trimester in our school, the School of Ascension. We are open for registration, and our website is magdalas.com. It is magdalas.com. You can send me your registration, and I'm also reminding you we have a new app. The app is Messages from the Great Mother, that you can find it in your phone. It has been very, very powerful, all the synchronicity in those messages. Keep on sending us your questions, your emails, and know that the work that you do, it is helping the whole world. Thank you for doing your work. Remember who you are, and many blessings for so many sisterhood groups that it is happening everywhere in the world. I am with you. I am right there with you. Tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate. I am you. I am Magdala.